Ah, looking for the Belgians. Very busy here, and they have something which we don't have in Holland: identity services from banks and telcos together. And this booth is huge. I think it's about 5 times bigger than the Dutch. Come on, what is up? This is what I'm looking for, the Belgium mobile ID. So I'm here with the Belgians with happy hour, so they all have good Belgian beer. And the Belgians have a digital ID. It's me. What is that? So, Josephine de Wol from Belgium Mobile ID, what is It's Me?
Well, It's Me is actually the replacement of your username, password, of your card readers, of your tokens, and it replaces everything with just one smart little app on your
smart
smartphone.
app, okay.
Yeah. And so we all know by now that the technology behind that is quite
clear.
innovative, it's clear.
Yeah,
but
and which are the parties behind the smart ID?
I think, and that's the most important thing. We have the 4 big banks of Belgium supporting it. We have the 3 telecom operators who are also behind it. And then next to that, something that was for us very crucial to have a big penetration into the Belgian market is a change in legislation, whereby actually It's Me is now at the same height as an electronic identity card and a card reader.
Hooray,
yes.
you've done it. Government, banks, together with telcos, and and it's, what stage is it? Is it working?
It's working, it's up and running, so we launched on the 30th of May last year. Today we have about 200,000 people who have downloaded the app, who have registered themselves on the app, who used it at least once. We have more than 1 million transactions. With the government we have like about 800 applications that are actually using it. We have the big banks using it, and more we see people in a wide range of industries using the app as well.
Yeah.
You have,
and I can go to my bank and I can, through this app, I don't need anything anymore. I can get to my bank statements, and that is number one.
Yeah,
and then
exactly.
I can use it for other things.
Yeah,
how easy is it for a service to use it? If I'm an insurance company, I want to use you. How difficult is it to get a contract and to get the ID arranged?
Well, it's really not that hard, right? So the moment that you've installed the app and you've given your bank the permission to share the information of their identity card with Belgium Mobile ID, at that point in time I don't need any card reader or anything, and I can start using it.
Yeah, but now I'm an insurance company, I want to use It's Me. How difficult is it, and what are the costs?
Actually, I quite often compare it to a piece of a puzzle, and you just plug it in or you put in the rest of your puzzle. We use the technology OpenID Connect, and we have standard APIs. We have technical documentation that works quite well. We have a scheme that is good, well developed. It's Mark Mazur, who together with Jim Malto, who's done a big load of effort there.
Yeah.
So,
but okay, so it's also beautiful and wonderful.
Yeah.
How long will it take me to implement the Belgium It's Me into a website to get to my environment? Is that a week time or month time?
It's a good question. If you know somebody who knows OpenID Connect, to get started in our sandbox environment takes you a couple of hours.
Yeah.
The implementation of It's Me is not tough. It's just because it's so revolutionary. Is the question: how are we going to process our other
okay, you have a lot of people want to do it.
Yeah.
Hey, business model. Do you pay per transaction or per user per year?
Yeah. So our basic business model is you pay per user per year. As of the moment that I start using It's Me, you're going to start paying for it. We have different options, and you can say, okay, I just want 100% validity that the person is who they pretend to be.
Yeah.
Then you can say, okay, we want that, but we also want information from the identity card. Can be a limited set, can be a full range, so that's an additional service.
Yeah.
Or you can say we also want the confirmation functionality. So those are the 3 building blocks that we have ready today.
Yeah. And it starts at how many euro per year per user?
Yeah.
If you have 1 million people
if you have 1 million people using it, I would have to double check it because that's a special case. For the smallest ones, we start as of €1.85 for very small companies, but it the rate goes down.
Per year per user.
Per year per user. Unlimited usage of our functionalities.
Yeah. So let's take a look at the demo. Student at work. Meld je aan. So what's happening here?
So here, this is the federal gateway from the government. So we are at the highest level of security here.
Yeah.
We're going to use It's Me. So there we go. And then we're going to see, this is the government asking me for my EID data and national register number.
Yeah.
I confirm. And then I do Touch ID and checks it, and then I'm going back to the government
and you're logged in
to my social security student at work.
Hooray!
And then I can see how many hours I can still work as a student.
Wow. Chris de Rijk from Belgium Mobile ID, how did you get these big elephants to dance together? The banks and the telcos and the government?
It happened, in fact, in a few different steps. So it started with one bank and one operator. Then the other banks jumped in because they liked the ID. And then the operators were also talking amongst each other and also joined the same initiative, which was very much supported by the government, in fact, because...
Yeah, because you have a minister who's enthusiastic about... You have a Minister of Digital Affairs?
Yeah, we have a Minister of Digital Affairs who's, let's say, managing the digital agenda, and It's Me is really a very nice product that fits very well with that digital agenda.
So he put his weight behind it and he made everybody join in.
Yeah, they created really the legal framework to allow such solutions, and they asked the industry to build it. So, which is a very smart move, I think.
Wow. Okay. And then, so who owns It's Me?
So the company is owned by 4 big banks and the 3 telecom operators. So it's a bank telecom corporation.
Okay. And so how long do you think it will be used to get critical mass? Because Belgium was already very much in front of the world because they had a digital ID on the driver license or on the identification card pass, but that never flew. How long will you think it will before your first 1 million people will use it?
Well, it's going very fast. Huh? We now have already 200,000 people active without any real promotion. So it's still coming. We will go, I think, to 1 million, 1.5 million in a year. Shouldn't be a problem.
Okay, the Belgians do it better. They already have It's Me, and the Dutch are still talking.